Do you remember it was...
I love you, Cardi!
Yeah! From her body to her clothes to her husband and child, join me as I reveal to you 8 things that Cardi B owns that cost more than your life.
Just a reminder about our new giveaway. We're giving away the new iPad Pro or the new iMac Pro. The choice is yours. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.
8. Her teeth.
Yeah, teeth look great, by the way.
How are they?
I think you mentioned that, you smile even when you're mad now.
I even smile when I'm mad. I'm like, damn, I'm upset.
Let's start off with the simple one, okay? Cardi B is known as the queen of rap to some, and to any that look at her, they know that she's a rather beautiful woman. At one point in time, she proudly boasted that she has had no work done on her body, which is something to be appreciated. However, that trend broke when she decided to fix something on her body, her teeth. You see, if you look at some of the early photos of Cardi B before her hit song Kodak Yellow, you'll notice that her smile is a bit crooked. So, because people are mean and kids and teens are even meaner, Cardi B was made fun of for that smile and crooked teeth for most of her life. But then she decided that enough was enough. She used the money she got from her contract deal to make sure she had the best smile around. But she didn't just spend a little money on it. Oh no, she spent $40,000 on her mouth to make sure it was perfect in her eyes. That's about what an average person makes in a year, and she spent that on her mouth. But hey, you can't deny the results. The procedure was a complete success, and now her smile is as flashy and bright as she is. And frankly, if you're getting made fun of for something like this, and you have the money to spend on it, why wouldn't you do it? Sure, this may be a little tame compared to some of the other things she has, but when it comes right down to it, she had the money to fix something that was causing her mental pain, and she had every right to change it. 7. Her outfits.
What's the most extravagant thing in your wardrobe?
This Hermes bag that my husband got me for my birthday is extravagant.
And who's your favorite designer?
I love them all.
Heading to something a little more Cardi B, let's talk about her outfits. Because when it comes to the queen of rap, you can bet that she's going to look fabulous just about anywhere she goes. And this says nothing of her concerts and various performances where she has to shine on stage with her looks and her voice. So between those musical performances, the numerous appearances at award shows where she needs to walk the red carpet in style, various public appearances, and more, she has to have quite the wardrobe, don't you think? Now, this is the tricky bit, because we can't technically determine the value of her clothing, mainly because she has so many dresses that she wears or has worn over the years that it'd be impossible to put a value on it. But we're gonna try. For example, when she went to the Met Gala once, she had a very elegant red dress that had a breastplate and some ruby, ornaments on it. Just the breastplate cost $500,000, and the rest of the dress was custom made and took 2,000 hours to make. So imagine all that time and labor to be put into one dress that would be worn once, more than likely. It would be very fair to say that the dress was worth over $1 million, and that's just one of her outfits. So when you multiply that against all the other outfits and shoes and other attire items that she's worn, you get millions of dollars spent. And you were upset with yourself for buying those somewhat expensive shoes? 6. $1 million birthday ring.
I deserve. Oh my goodness.
It's the Titanic.
For Cardi's 27th birthday, her husband Offset went to Pristine Jewelers in NYC and had them make a 20-carat diamond ring for her. By the jeweler's own admission, this particular ring was one that was very special, almost unique in terms of its form and structure with the diamonds itself. Plus, the main piece of the ring is a heart-shaped diamond on the top to show his love for the queen of rap. All in all, it's a very extravagant piece, and given that Cardi B loves to sing that she loves diamonds, you can bet that she loved this piece and showed it all over the place. Is this a bit over the top? Absolutely it is, because Offset could have went very basic for her birthday gift. A trip, a night out on the town, a very romantic dinner with certain other things thrown in. But to give her $1 million ring, that's a lot. And again, it's worth $1 million, and she wears it on her hand. Could you imagine if this thing got stolen? Or if she decided that she doesn't want to wear it anymore, so that she just leaves it lying around? Would you leave $1 million ring lying around? That's what I thought. 5. Her plastic surgery.
All right. right, guys. Cardi B claims she is done getting plastic surgery. She was recently forced to postpone multiple concerts in order to recover from her liposuction and breast augmentation procedures.
Okay, so I outlined earlier that Cardi B at one time had no surgery done to her body, right? And then she had her teeth fixed. You all caught up? Well, here's when the twist comes in, as it were, because at one time, Cardi B was vehement in the regard that she never wanted to have plastic surgery. Her teeth don't count in that. On her body. But then she got pregnant. Why does that matter? Well, the pregnancy via her husband Offset, to be clear, was very unexpected for her. This wasn't a planned pregnancy, and so she quite literally freaked out about what it would mean for her career, and more. As she felt she wouldn't be able to get back into shape or whatever to do performances and be the beautiful person she was pre-pregnancy. Her husband Offset did help her calm her nerves, and she went back on tour not long after having her daughter Culture, who we'll be talking about soon. But in her mind, she wasn't where she needed to be visually. So she broke her rule and got plastic surgery, a lot of it. To the extent that she spent hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to make herself look better in the eyes of the people, when in reality, she was just trying to please herself. The irony was that she was so focused on making money after the surgeries that she didn't let her body heal and thus got very sick, as her body quite literally swelled. 4. The gifts for the baby.
Cardi B.
Hey, babe.
Culture's sleeping.
When it comes to both Cardi B and Offset, they are not opposed to going all out for their daughter Culture. Though one would not argue that a baby is a gift, what's more important in this instance is that the gift got a lot of gifts from mom and dad that would quite literally make anyone in a 20-mile radius cry. Or pretty much anyone who's not rich cry. Let's just talk about the parties that have been thrown in honor of little Culture, like her first official birthday party that happened some months ago. The cost of just the party, not including the gifts, was over $400,000. And again, that's for a baby party. There are people all over who would love to have $400,000 just to pay off some bills, or maybe get a new house, car, those kind of things, instead of getting gifts for a baby that she surely can't appreciate. As if that wasn't enough for this list, there's the baby bling. Oh yes, Cardi B and Offset are not only buying jewelry items for themselves, but also for their child who probably doesn't even know what's being draped on them. What exactly has Cardi draped on her child? How about $80,000 jewelry pieces, or diamond bracelets, or in one of the most lavish gifts that she got for her child, a $100,000 necklace that has diamonds surrounding a bunch of animals for her daughter to enjoy. Now, yeah, technically it's Culture and not Cardi who owns these things, but they were Cardi's to buy, and thus it makes sense to put them there. And in response to the people asking why she would spend so much on her daughter, it's because she knows that she can spoil her, so she will. My wallet hurts just thinking about it. 3. Her car collection.
That's it. And then you're going to turn in through here. Yes, yes. And now right.
Okay, I want you to imagine now that you're going to get a car. A fancy car. A really nice car. Okay, you're picturing that? Good. Now I want you to imagine that you have that car, but you don't have a driver's license for it. No, really, you have the car, but you can't drive it. Can you imagine the pain that you would feel? It'd be bad, right? Unless you're Cardi B, in which you just don't care about it at all. Confused? Don't be. It's honestly not that complicated. You see, despite all the flash and glamour that Cardi B has had in her life, she honestly doesn't have a driver's license. No joke. She's not only admitted it, most of her fan base knows it. Yet she goes out and buys cars that are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars or even millions of dollars and puts them in her garage. But why? Why buy the cars if you can't drive them, right? Well, she admitted to James Corden during an interview once that she gets the cars so that she can pose with them in pictures. For real, she gets these cars so she can post pictures with herself on them for social media. Can we have a moment of silence for the cars that are never going to be driven? Thank you. 2. Living spaces.
Big kitchen, so I could learn. I know how to cook, babe, I swear. I just don't like cooking.
In regards to living spaces, Cardi B as well as Offset have many places to call home, mainly due to how they were raised in life and the communities that they were a part of. Cardi was born and raised in New York, in the Bronx no less. Offset was with his family in Atlanta, Georgia, and only does occasional work in New York. So here you have two people with two different places to call home, and so they learned to compromise and get a place that would work for them both. As such, the two are still working on their dream house to the extent that they actually bought up 5 plots of land for over $250,000 just so that they could have the space to build up their dream home. And again, that's just for the plots of land. That's not counting the actual building and construction of the home, which no doubt will be lavish, full of over-the-top things and much, much more. Plus, given that they're the type of people to throw parties, they're gonna want a lot of space for things like cars, a pool, a rec room, or house, and who knows what else. Given that many rapper mansions cost in the millions, and that's just for one rapper, it's not a stretch to think that this could be at least $10 million. Don't forget, that's just her one place where she may live. She still has a place in New York, which is one of the most expensive places to live in the US. And you know that Cardi isn't slumming it in some rinky-dink apartment. She's living like the queen that she thinks she is. 1. Money. Pure and simple.
I know that I want to spoil my child for the rest of my life. And in order for me to spoil my child for the rest of my life, I have to have money and make money for the rest of my life. So,
rounding out the list, let's talk about the thing that Cardi B loves more than anything else in the world. Money. Her net worth is most definitely more than your life at a stunning $8 million, and her stock and value is still on the rise, to the extent that it could grow over the next few years if she continues her successes. Which is what she wants, because to her, nothing is more valuable than money. If you don't believe her, look at some of her recent commercials where she talks about giving the gift this Christmas season that really matters: cash. Cardi B is many things, and one of them is vain when it comes to money. She does concerts for money. She makes music for money. She did her plastic surgery because she felt it would help her make money, and so on. If something is preventing her from making money, she's not happy, and you wouldn't want to see her when she's not happy. So, what you think? Can you believe some of the crazy items that Cardi B has that are worth more than your life? Can you believe that she spent all that money and yet still has money to spare? Which of these items do you wish you could personally have? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
Just a reminder about our new giveaway. We're giving away the new iPad Pro or the new iMac Pro. The choice is yours. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.